Hello, 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 and welcome in to my channel, Skies and Flora. My name is Shaka, and if you're new here, welcome in, and if you're returning, welcome back, and thank you again for joining, and thank you for watching. So as you'll see from the title, this is what do I need to know right now. So it's just a general reading, general energies, pick a card. Just looking at the week ahead from June the 19th all the way to the 26th. And so as some of you will know, just looking in terms of the week ahead, we've got the summer solstice here here at least in the Northern Hemisphere on the 21st of June. So this is the point at which it's the lightest day of the year, and I'm going to be honest, like for me personally, it marks quite a sad point for me, because it marks the days are going to get shorter until obviously the winter solstice again in December, and it also marks a point of fruition, because I think when we start the new year, or even particularly during the Samhain, or even particularly during the winter solstice, these times when we're really hibernating, really planting those seeds, really building something, even setting our intentions for the new year. And then this is really like a fruition time. So this is really when we start to feel the fullness of whatever seeds we've been planting. And so on one hand, this isn't like incredibly exciting and a chance to really reap the rewards or reap what we've sown. There's also, I don't know, for me there always feels like there's a little sadness there, because there's a kind of finality about it until obviously we go back into the winter season and plant our seeds again. So just really thinking about this time, this period here, particularly from now until the Samhain in October, this is a real time of reaping. So a real time of really harvesting and really seeing the fruits, really. This time reminds me of like the Seven of Pentacles, that card, Seven of Pentacles. So really a time of sort of, being able to see what's growing, what isn't, and then tending to, seeing kind of refinement. I've said this before, it's a refinement time. So it's not really a time to make any big major plays differently. We've had that time in spring, so now is a real time to kind of hone and refine. So without further ado, I'm going to stop talking now and let's get into the reading. So you have pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. So as always, just take a moment, just tune in, connect your heart, connect your breath, and then choosing pile number 1, pile number 2, or pile number 3. And then once you've decided, we'll get into the reading. Okay, so pile number 1, chose the Rider-Waite Tarot. I'm going to get us a Wisdom of the Oracle. Again, the cards are shuffled already, so let's get an overall energy. So what are we working with this week? What would you like us to know? Pile number 1, please, Spirit. Okay. 3 cards. Time for a nap. Orphaned. Serendipity. Alright. This is really about letting go. It's about loss. Healing from loss. Resting from loss. And this resting, this allowing, is going to make way for some magic and luck. There's going to be a turn in luck here. But it needs to come from a restful place. So if you've been through something and you think to yourself, right, I'm going to make it right, and I'm going to, and there's a doing and there's an action of like, I'm going to, I don't know, get that person back, or you know what, I'm going to show them. This really feels like not a time to do that. This feels like a time to really honour the loss, honour the sadness, and that will bring about some alchemical process of some serendipity. Time to take a nap is about resting, yeah? Very passive energy. Let's see what the cards say. So, again, pile number 1, please. What do we need to know right now, please, Spirit, for the week ahead? What do we need to know right now? Okay, Six of Pentacles, Nine of Wands, and then what you can't see, High Priestess, yeah. Okay, so maybe you're not aware of this. Maybe you're not aware of yourself as this energy, is the High Priestess. Let's see. Okay, King of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles, and the Page of Wands. All right. I'll put this down this, like this. Okay. All right, let's get into this. All right, so this is really interesting here. I'm just asking if this King of Pentacles, who's this energy? So this is definitely, it doesn't have to be a man, but it's a kingly energy. So it's a very mature energy, but I feel like this is in the area of money. So either this is an energy or a person, but this is someone who's, I would say, very well off, with the Ten of Pentacles next to it. Let's see what's going on here. So what we've had is an imbalance in the past. We've had an imbalance in areas, or where our energy goes. I'm not seeing any love cards. So this again, take it how you receive it. I don't feel like this is in the area of love, because you've got Wands and Pentacles here, and nothing else. So this is your direction. This is where you're going. This is how you make your money. This is your purpose, your sense of drive and your purpose. And there's been a lack of balance here, in this area. And you've come off worse, yeah? So this feels like, it's so interesting because what I heard here was, like, no one tells me what to do. That was the first thing that I heard. I think that's the Page of Wands. So there's something around money. Someone's holding the keys to our wealth, basically, this feels like, or someone has some kind of control over our money. Let's see. Yeah, so what we've had is, in the past, you're putting energy somewhere and you haven't been getting what you're supposed to be getting back, yeah? So that could be in the area of work. It feels like a job. I feel like something was promised to you. I feel like something was sort of said, oh, if you do X, Y, and Z, that you'll get something out of it. Maybe it's even, if you've invested in Bitcoin and someone said to you, invest in Bitcoin, is going to be amazing. And you've done that, you've put your bit in, but then it hasn't come back as it should. That's what I'm feeling here. High Priestess. So this is you, you're coming out as this High Priestess. This is your energy. So you have a knowing, you're very, very connected, very spiritual. So this could even be in the area of spiritual matters. If you're doing, doing readings or doing healings or doing, some kind of spiritual work. And then there's an issue here again around receiving money for that, and not really getting what you're supposed to in return. So this King of Pentacles is very interesting. So this is someone who knows how to make money. It's someone very comfortable with money. Someone's very comfortable with the trappings of wealth. Underneath the Ten of Pentacles. So again, this is very wealthy. This isn't just, knows how to make a bit of money. This is someone who's got an excess of wealth. But like I said here, I've got someone saying, no one tells me what to do. So if there's something where you're reliant on somebody here, because you've been put in this position, because you've come out, you've invested, and you haven't received adequately in return, and now you're reliant on this King of Pentacles. And And I see you here as the Page of Wands, where you're like, I just want to go in my own direction. I want to do my own thing. I want my own vision, but there's just sort of something anchoring you in here. Some sense of security. It's interesting. This week I do affirmations. I do daily affirmations on Twitter. So do come and follow me if you want. And, you know, freedom and power. On the other side is responsibility. And so it just feels like that's what we're sort of untangling ourselves here a little bit. Let me get some clarifiers. Let me clarify the High Priestess, and then I'm going to see where the Page of Wands is going. So clarify the High Priestess, please. I'll take all of those. Just one card, please, Spirit. Just one. Clarify this High Priestess for me, please. All right, we've got 2. Yeah. Death, Knight of Wands, right, well, there you go. That's endings, absolute endings. And again, it's feeding into this Page of Wands, like you've got direction. Again, there's something lost here, but it feels like it's connected to money and your energy. So it's connected to something that you've invested in very much. This could be a relationship. Again, it's just something where you've given so much, and now you're really feeling like, oh, like I've lost out here. But the High Priestess, again, it's feminine energy. It's very receptive. It's not a doing action card, even though you've got the Knight of Wands here. And I'm feeling like that's where you're like, I'm ready to, you know, I'm ready to go. I want to, you know, I want to make things happen. I want to, like, you know, get going again. Like, I don't want to, like, stay in this place. But this is actually about, there's something about this receptivity and creating luck. And letting something go. Death card, you know, absolute endings, orphaned. You know, this card is about endings. It's a 5 card. It's about change, death, transformation. Let me get a clarification on this Page of Wands, please. Just one card, please, Spirit. Where's this Page of Wands going? Alright, you've got to let the burdens go. Strength. Yeah, right. This isn't going to be easy. I think walking away from the situation, if this is like something like a divorce, where, you know, it's a marriage, you've invested in this, and now it's like splitting the assets, and maybe the person that you're with is in a better position financially, and somehow that's controlling you, because it feels like this person, whoever this is, has got the money, they're the one in control, and you're trying to shake that off. But it's like, but there's some, there's a, but they've kind of got some kind of hold here. And so I feel like you can make your own way. You've got serendipity, you've got the card of luck. You can make your own way. I think that's your instinct, that's your intuition telling you that, to move in that direction, to move away from this, to be your own person, to not, you know, be investing and feeling like you're investing and not getting anything back. And someone kind of holding you with their, you know, their wealth here. And this 2 of Pentacles, that's what that is. It's like, oh, should I stay? Should I go? Should I stay? Should I go? Should I stay? Should I go? And I feel like here, because you've got the Death, this orphaned, and also this 10 of Wands, it just says, you know, and 10 of Pentacles as well, that's kind of things coming to a close, coming to an end. I'm feeling like you don't really have a choice here. But there's some difficulty in that. But you know, I feel like you've got an idea, you see of it, you know, you can see forward, you know what's right for you, you've got an instinct. And, you know, strength is about grace, yeah? It's about being given, offered grace. That's when Spirit's with you through these difficult times. So just trust that. That's about holding on to your faith, you know, Spirit holding you in these difficult times to carry this, you know, the 10 of Wands, the burden, the heaviness, the, you know, the grieving, the everything, the letting it go, Death card, just absolutely letting it go and letting things be transformed. This is a time to rest and heal, time to mourn your loss, and new luck is going to be creating new luck here. With this Knight of Wands, with this Page of Wands. Again, this is all wands and fire energy and pentacles. So this is all about your direction, your money. But, you know, we can't invest in places where we're not also receiving you know, evenly, yeah, with equality. And so this Two of Pentacles feels like, oh, I've tried to make this work. I've tried to find this equality here. And whoever this feels just a very, like, quite controlling energy. But in a quite a subtle way. So it's not like do as I say. It's just that they've anchored in a lot of the power here, and they feel like this is having an effect on your own freedom. And so with this Page of this Knight, it's just feeling like just want to break free, yeah. But this is going to require transformation, strength, yeah. I hope that makes sense. It's a very unusual story here, so I know that would be for someone very specific. But again, just take it how it resonates, and leave the rest. And I hope that was helpful. And please do let me know in the comments. And thank you again for watching. And I will see you again next time. Okay, so pile number 2. This is the Robin Hood Tarot. Well, let me get Wisdom of the Oracle deck card as well. So this is the overall energy. So pile number 2. What energy are we working with, please? Pile number 2. What energy are we working with this week, please? Almost. There we go. Okay. Flexible, between worlds, by the book. Okay. So I see a lot of contrast in these. So that I see why we need a little bit of flexibility here. It's interesting. You got 1, 2, 3, like the numbers as well. So we're progressing. So just know that you are progressing. You are making way on your chosen path. That was the Page of Swords, by the way, which, you know, by the book is about following an established path. So just following a path that's already been, you know, this isn't a time maybe to just go off the rails. Like I said in the beginning, in the intro, this is not a time, you know, and you have to take it as it is, because we all got unique karma. So that may or may not be true for everyone, yeah? But I feel like this is for you, because I feel like you've been working on something for a while. You're moving into the new. Stick with it. And this by the book, either that's like, you know, reading a book of somebody who's done what you're trying to do, or, you know, finding someone who's already done this. There feels like there's a way that this is done. And remaining flexible, it's really interesting, because you've got this duality along with this between the worlds, which is like sort of being flexible, being open, but also, you know, being very determined and very deliberate about what you're doing. I hope that makes sense. Let's see what the cards say. All right, pile number 2, please, Spirit. We'll see if the Page of Swords wants to come out, please. Pile number 2, please. Okay. 10 of Cups, 5 of Swords. Okay. Seven of Cups. I'll take those. 7 of Cups. The Fool, Temperance, and the 2 of Swords. Alright, so we've got some big decisions to make. Let me clarify this 2 of Swords, please, Spirit. I'll take all of those. So this is about following our heart. And clarify this Five of Swords, please. This is what we're not seeing, right? Yeah, Three of Swords. Okay, so we've got some big decisions to make around matters of the heart. We've got a new journey here with the Fool. Coming back to love, coming back to peace, coming back to trust, coming back to faith here with the Temperance, coming back to this balance. Yeah, Temperance is balance, is holding space. You know, it's interesting because I always say this about Temperance. It's a 14 card, so it's the 14th card in the major arcana, but 1 and 4 is 5, so it's a 5 card, and 5s are change. 5s are difficult to navigate, they're not easy. So this really talks about this maturation of holding space for two things at once. Like I said here, you know, being a bit flexible, being open, but also like sticking with the goal. Yeah, and it's like you're being asked to kind of hold space. So it's a bit wobbly at the moment. I'm going to get into this in a moment because this is in the area of love and relationships. But this is where you're going. You know, new journey, new start. You know, holding that space. There's a little bit of fear here, a little bit of intrepidation with this Two of Swords. But you've got the Page of Cups, which that's why I say it says follow your heart. I mean, the journey of the Two of Swords is always follow your heart anyway. But with that Page of Cups, that just really confirms that. But I feel like there's a lot of fear around this. Let's see. Okay, so we've got like we've got the Ten of Cups, family, love, along with the Five of Swords, which, you know, and then the Three of Swords, clarifying that. So this is, you know, difficulty, loss, disappointment, conflict in the area of home, family. So that could be partner, or it could be in the area of family. And this has left you a bit confused. This feels like it's in the past. So I feel like this has already happened not so long ago. Yeah, so this is recent. And so this is where you are between worlds. Yeah, between relinquishing this, letting this go, and between the new world that's before you. Yeah, the Fool, where we're going next, what life looks like now on the other side of this. And so your task, I think the message is really simple here, particularly that this is just a weekly message, but here it's just, look, you know, be able to be a little bit nimble, yeah, because, you know, unexpected things come up, and just being able to adapt as you need to, but also stay with the plan, yeah? So there's a long-term plan, you're sticking with it in terms of moving forward, building your own life, a new start for yourself, and being able to trust yourself, trust your heart again. You know, when, you know, matters of the heart, and we've had this, you know, Five of Swords, Three of Swords, you know, that disappointment, endings, difficulty, and it kind of leaves us, you know, that Seven of Swords is like not being able to trust yourself, not being able to trust your own heart. And I feel like that's what's healing here. You're healing that. You're coming closer to that. You're learning to trust yourself, learning to trust the messages of your heart. And that's what that by the book is. Just trust that. Keep on that road. But also remain flexible in terms of what's happening here. You're still in between. You're moving from one part of your life into another. And I think you've been really, really brave. I think really, you know, really brave actually, and really positive in the face of this. So you've done a lot of the work already. You've done a lot of that groundwork. And I think this message here for you is just about keep going, keep building, keep, you know where you're off to. And And you know, again, like I said, it's about finding help from others. So if that's a support group or a book, or you know, literally buy the book, wherever that book is, buy it. If you've got it sitting in your Amazon wish list or whatever it is, or you know what I mean, or you've got your eye on something, then that is, buy the book, get it, because I think it would help. And I think what you need is more just a little bit of a confirmation, just a little bit of a like, no, you're on the right track, keep going. Just a little bit of encouragement. You've had to go through a lot, you're coming through a lot, still having to deal with the repercussions of that, still having to be a bit flexible, but you're moving into your new world, it is happening, and just stay the course. And I think this is just, you know, you've done incredibly well, because you're managing that, you're managing these two forces, and that's not easy, yeah. And that Two of Swords is just saying, look, just don't shut down, keep the faith, trust yourself, trust the contents of your heart, trust where it's taking you. You're on a new journey, and it's incredibly positive, yeah. Where you're going is positive. Anything else? I just want to get let me clarify this full, please. So just want clarify this full for me, please. Just clarify this full, please. Oh, all right. Oh, which one? What other one to look over there? All right. Yeah. So, yeah. You've had to be really strong here. You've got the Moon and the Seven of Swords. That's like shady behaviour. You know, Moon and Seven of Swords, never really want to see that. You know, that is what you're leaving well behind. That is death over that. And Seven of Wands, that's just keeping strong, keeping faith, you know, defending your, like, you know, really making sure, you know, to defend, make sure you're staying boundaried, you're looking up, protecting your space, protecting yourself, you know, saying goodbye to this energy, yeah? This Moon and, you know, murky, shady, Five of Swords, Three of Swords, you know, really negative behaviour, you know, that's coming to an end now, really, really coming to an end. Learn to, you know, to trust yourself again. That Seven of Wands, you know, that is the other side of that Seven of Cups, yeah? What should I do? Should I not? No, you do know, yeah? You do know. Trust your heart. Trust that imagination. Believe in the impossible. Believe that what you're seeking is seeking you. Believe in that, yeah? That's the Page of Cups. Creative, believer, yeah? I hope that makes sense. I'm going to leave it there for now, but do let me know in the comment section if that resonates, and very best of luck, and thank you again for watching, and I will see you again next time. Okay, so welcome in pile number 3. Chose the After Tarot, so let me get Wisdom of the Oracle card for overall energy. So pile number 3. Just tune in. So pile number 3. What do we need to know for the week ahead, please? Okay. So 2 cards for you. Breathe and chop wood. Okay. So I'm feeling really like a bit of a spiritual awakening happening here with these cards. Really opening yourself up to spirit. Really following the path of awareness. Let's see what the cards say. Please, Spirit. Week ahead. What do we need to know right now? Pile number 3. Okay. Ten of Pentacles, 6 of Cups, 8 of Wands, 10 of Swords. Okay. What do you need to know? And look, there's the card I mentioned at the beginning. 7 of Pentacles, right? All right, so we've had a big turnaround here in a very short space of time. Because what I'm feeling like here with this Ten of Pentacles, this Six of Cups, I feel like something we thought was cemented. Like, because you got the Six of Cups, it's something, memories, like past. It's something that has sentimentality, something you kind of always thought would be the way it was. Always was going to be that way. There was something about that because it just feels very secure, and that's changed very quickly. And we've had to rethink. So now we're having to this is a big, and that's what I say. So when things like that happen in our lives, they can initiate a big awakening, big change, especially when, the solid ground, that could be a bereavement ending, end of a marriage, a loss of somebody of some kind, even money issues, you have to sell the family home or something like that. But it feels like something quite big, a big turnaround, and then you got final endings. Things are never going to be the same again. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing here. And then we're having to, reassess. What do we want to do? Where do we plant a seed? What comes next? But this has been accompanied with this awakening here, with this Eight of Wands, which is sometimes like half a spiritual awakening as well, or a slap bang here. So let me get some clarifiers. What do I want to ask? It feels like quite a straightforward message. Let's see where do we want to be focusing our attention. Let's see here, because I feel like we sort of know what's happened, kind of know where we are. Actually, what would be useful is where we're looking forward to. So, what seeds, please, Spirit, please? What seeds? What seeds should we be planting? Alright, I saw it, so I'm going to take it. Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, okay. Which is good. That means luck's on your side. Good. King of Cups. Alright, so this is really, this is about being brave. This is about being brave. This is about adventuring, yeah? Because Wheel of Fortune, that's Jupiter energy, that's expansion, that's like luck, that's creating our own luck, that's going forward. Three of Wands is like the entrepreneur again, you see him, he's setting his, his ideas out into the world. But here, just a little bit of like, look, let's see what's happening here. So this King of Cups always here for me is like the drinking, like this is someone who's drinking, so if there's someone drinking too much, you're just avoiding the emotions or avoiding the feelings. Don't do that. Here the King of Cups, he's just pouring out his cup. So there is a grieving to be taken. There is a grieving that has to come with when we go through a big shift like this. But don't stay there. Let the emotions awaken the new path out of this. Look forward. That's saying, think big. Like, this is big thinking. Like, don't make it small. Don't kind of go, well, that won't sort of, you know what I mean, and make it go back in the box. It feels like you need to think big. That saying, there's a saying, if you reach for the stars, or what does that say? I'm mixing it up with something. But, sometimes when we make our goals too small, when we make them attainable, we reach them. And actually we could have gone further. So if you reach even bigger than what you ever could imagine, you'll go further than, the sort of, oh, well, that'll do. You'll go further than that. And I feel like here is using your emotions here, because don't shy away from that. Especially, if there has been a spiritual awakening here, there's a tendency to do this spiritual bypassing of like, yeah, no, I'm enlightened now, everything's, I'm in, and there still is work to be done here. And we have to use our feelings, and there just might be a tendency to just sort of go, oh, the feelings are, I forget about those because they're too difficult to deal with. And actually they are our road to freedom. Yeah. So the more that you're able to be in touch with how you're feeling, the more that you can sit in that, whether they're feelings of feeling good or feeling not so good, you know, whatever the feelings are, allow them to come and allow them to be your guide, because that's your wheel of fortune. That's what's taking you in your direction. That's what's telling you where you need to go, like this, the bullseye. That's what's going to help you aim for the next thing. This has actually opened a door for you unexpectedly. Yeah, as an unexpected door has been opened here. I feel like you can see that. So although this is painful, it's difficult, you're at the Ten of Swords here. It's actually a stroke of luck. Let me see what where's the Four of Swords I saw there. Just tell me more about this, please, Spirit. Yeah, Ten of Cups. So this is in the area of family and love. Three of Cups. I'll take all of those. Yeah, so this would have been feeling very happy, very established. How interesting. Let me clarify this. Ten of Swords for me, please. Yeah, Seven of... Well, whatever it is, it's got you going. This feels incredibly positive, yeah? This 10... You've got Ten of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups. Six of Cups, Three of Cups. This is all... This is like really juicy family cards. Like home, hearth, love... fondness, familiarity, friendship, coming together, community, pooling resources together, building something together. This all feels incredibly positive. And then we've had a massive turnaround. So something's turned about face. So if it's you've just had a spiritual awakening, this is, this is the family that you've built, and you've had a spiritual awakening outside of this. And you're now having to think, all right, what does the new thing look like? And so if you're, if this is what you're trying to reconcile, how do I reconcile the old life with where I'm going or what I've discovered about myself now? I think it is possible. You've got the Chariot. But things are going to have to be different. They're going to have to change. It's going to have to shift. It's going to have to move. And so again, your feelings, your emotions are going to be a big part of that. That's what's going to help guide you. So don't feel like spirituality is about, oh, I'm above all that now. I'm above all the whole family stuff. It's all difficult, and I don't want to deal with all of that. Anyway, I'm going to be, and I see it. There's been a big change here. You've changed. What you want out of life has changed. And you've got some choices to make about what does the new thing look like. But be ambitious here, yeah. Even with the Chariot, Three of Wands, be ambitious. So if this is to bring the family with you, be ambitious. You can do it, yeah. So if you're thinking, oh, that's never going to happen, or or that's the thing you need to make happen, yeah. Chariot, success is on your side. Wheel of Fortune, success is on your side. These are all luck cards. And, going forward, creating your own luck, making it happen. And allow the friction, yeah? Allow the friction to allow something else to emerge. That's what I'm feeling here. And there may be a tendency for you, if you're a kind of person that, oh, I don't want to look at that because that feels difficult, or if there's fear involved, or anxiety, or sadness, or whatever they may be. But I feel like this would be very positive, actually, to feel those feelings, because I feel like that's going to help you really root down, figure out which direction. It's going to help you make choices, yeah. Otherwise we just get stuck. We get stuck in a mode of thinking. So it may feel like it's enlightened, but you're just still, actually it's a trick. It's trickery of the mind. You're staying stuck in your head. And So really feel what you're feeling, allow that to help you make the next choice. Think big. This is lovely, this is really beautiful, but this has changed. You've changed, yeah? So I feel like it's actually you that's changed here, more so than this, because this feels very, very steady and rooted, and there's been something's shifted here, a turnaround, a spiritual awakening, or some kind of personal shift, and we're looking now, all right, things can never be the same again. You can't go back to that. So how do I change this, evolve, or, you know, a new path is emerging. And it feels like a more simple life. Yeah, more simple life. Something more aligned to your spiritual, or, you know, this a slower way of life, a new pace of life, whatever that is. It's feeling like this. It needs to be more aligned with where you are now and the revelations that have come to you recently. Okay, I'm going to leave it there for now. So again, thank you for watching. I hope that resonates. Very interesting message there. So do let me know in the comments, and I will see you again next time.